What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a major Liverpool takeover update video because James Pearce has given some really interesting and encouraging news about Liverpool's takeover process. And at the moment, the Liverpool fan base is absolutely buzzing because we won against Aston Villa, and then as a late Christmas present, Liverpool announced the signing of Cody Gakpo. But Liverpool's rivals are still prospering. Arsenal are a whopping 15 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool's sale is necessary to keep pace with the likes of Chelsea and Man City and Man United, who are spending huge amounts of money. The big question, will Liverpool's transfer policy change with the new owners? Will FSG even go for a full sale of the club, or will they look for investment? Will Liverpool sign Jude Bellingham? So many questions among the Liverpool fan base, and James Pearce has spoken to the Sports Gazette about Liverpool's future, and Cody Gakpo's abrupt and quick signature suggests that FSG's transfer policy may be changing a little bit. Long-term injuries to Diogo Jota and Luis Diaz forced Liverpool's hand into their pocket, but Jurgen Klopp said in his pre-Leicester press conference that they were starting working on the Cody Gakpo transfer 1 or 2 months ago. At that time, Liverpool didn't know that Luis Diaz will be out for 3 months because he was just coming back from an injury. Remember, Luis Diaz got injured in the first week of the second preseason training camp. So Liverpool were signing Cody Gakpo, even if Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota would have been fit. Jurgen Klopp was the man who wanted to sign Cody Gakpo. He confirmed it, and they started working on the transfer without the backing of the financial department of Liverpool. They were just confident in that Liverpool would have money to spend on Cody Gakpo. And this is what James Pearce said. It is unknown right now, as we don't know who the owners will be. Will it be one figure, or a hedge fund, or a financial institution, or a financial consortium, basically a bunch of investors put together? Even then, there is only so much you can do with financial fair play rules, even though they are not particularly well enforced. And by the way guys, if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest Liverpool transfer news updates. And given that Liverpool's main priority is signing great players, the idea of investors seem more viable. In previous attempts to sell the club in 2010, FSG has always been unequivocal. They would only partially sell. However, James Pearce informed us that he has spoken with that's different now. Liverpool owners would consider a full sale if the right owner with the right kind of investment came along. The prospect of a full sale seems more likely, and James Pearce believes that Mike Gordon's decision to step back from his normal duties is further indication of what's to come, and that Liverpool will be fully sold. I thought it was significant, the fact that Mike Gordon, the FSG president, has taken a backward step to oversee the sale. The fact that he has done this for me marks the beginning of the end for FSG, and I fully agree. He wouldn't take a step back and work on just the takeover if it wasn't a full takeover, because then it wouldn't be necessary. Julian Ward left his role as sporting director in November after just a few months in charge. He hasn't left his role, he is still staying on until the summer, but he announced that he's leaving his role. And the director of research, Ian Graham, also is leaving, and it sparked concern among Liverpool fans who James Pearce resonated with. He said Liverpool has had Jurgen Klopp for several years, and we have a lot of stability with Jurgen Klopp. He has been the manager for like 8 years, I think, now. And it is concerning that there is all this upheaval and uncertainty. Losing someone of his stature like Ian Graham and Julian Ward, they are damaging. The Julian Ward situation is fascinating. With FSG moving on, Ward feels like he must follow. According to James, Ward is deemed to have allegiances to FSG, and his departure, along with Graham's, is an understandable cause for concern, and it's further indication that they don't want to stay if the club is sold because of a lot of uncertainty. So they are basically saying, if FSG are selling the club, then I'm out and I want to go in a different direction. The process of a takeover is not always rosy, and the departure of key backroom personnel demonstrates that. So if everything happening internally at Liverpool hints at new owners, will FSG leave the club in good stead, and would fans be content with success by any means necessary? James Pearce joked, I don't know any Liverpool fans who have the attitude that they don't care who buys Liverpool as long as they buy us Mbappe. I mean, I know a few Liverpool fans like that who don't really care about who owns Liverpool. Of course, the majority of the Liverpool fans, I think, who are very knowledgeable and very mature, really care about Liverpool's owners nowadays, but they care more about the success on the pitch, they care more about Jurgen Klopp, the manager. The manager at Liverpool, since Bill Shankly became a legend, I think he's a cult hero. And Liverpool fans, for some reason, worship the manager more than at other football clubs. Jamie Carragher recently did a brilliant take on this as a pundit. And the manager is very, very important at a football club like Liverpool. So I think Jurgen Klopp is the perfect man to lead Liverpool into this new era of with the new owners, and Liverpool fans will not stand for an owner, according to James Pearce, who doesn't have the club's best interest at heart. Then again, which owners of any top side does these days? Project Big Picture and the European Super League, which FSG partially engineered, have exposed how owners regard their fans. When FSG have made bad mistakes at Liverpool in the past, they have felt the full force of an angry fan base. FSG will not want all their hard work of the past 12 years to be overshadowed by them selling the club to the highest bidder, no matter who he is. And according to James Pearce, the cost of Liverpool is as high as £3.5 billion based on conversations he had with finance experts. Given the huge asking price, the dream of having someone at the helm who adores the club is a false reality given the free market of the footballing world. Basically, a football fan who really loves Liverpool wouldn't have £3.5 billion sitting on his bank account or even in investments. Players are needed at Liverpool for Liverpool to compete with the financial stature of Man City, Newcastle United, Chelsea, and Jurgen Klopp can't afford to wait. The club is sticking on his contract, and James Pearce agrees that if they are serious about Jude Bellingham and another two midfielders, Liverpool will need upwards of £200 million invested into the playing squad, and FSG's current business model does not fit what needs to be done to the squad in the next few months. So a Liverpool takeover is inevitable, in my opinion, and that's one of the main reasons why FSG decided to sell Liverpool. Does Bellingham want to come? I think everything points to the answer being big, resounding yes. The only problem he has is with FSG's desire to get the deal done. I can't see FSG committing to a deal like that while in the process of selling the club. But I don't understand why. Why not? Because Liverpool are spending their own money. We are not spending the owner's money. And also, signing Bellingham elevates the club to the next level, and it will be more desirable even to future owners. So I don't think not signing Bellingham would necessarily be the way FSG will go, unless of course the takeover happens before the summer transfer window, which I really hope it does. In the context of signing Bellingham, James Pearce continued, it's important that this uncertainty surrounding the sale does not drag on well into 2023. James also mentioned that he has been informed that it is business as usual for FSG in the coming transfer windows. So the signing of Cody Gakpo and rumours that Liverpool are not finished in the January transfer window may suggest otherwise, that the FSG know that the sale, a full takeover, is going to happen, so they are not afraid to spend the club's money because they are selling Liverpool anyway, and it's the club's money that they are spending, not their own money. Uncertainty and ambition is really important at Liverpool. Selling the club is within the best interests of Liverpool's future, but fans will have understandable concerns over who is next in line to lead the team into a new chapter at Anfield. So what do you think about this interview? I think it's quite brilliant, and I really wanted to give you guys the full details. And I think FSG are selling Liverpool. It's a full takeover, and it's just a matter of time, and not if Liverpool are being sold, but it's when Liverpool are being sold. But hopefully Liverpool and FSG are in talks with, you know, Qatari, Saudi and German and USA investors, and hopefully the right kind of people will buy Liverpool, who really have this burning ambition that the Liverpool fans have as well, to win as many trophies and titles and make Liverpool the best team in the world. And also, former Liverpool midfielder Ronnie Whelan said that he would welcome owners who would spend a lot of money at Liverpool. He said, "I wouldn't have a problem if big money investors came in and took over Liverpool, as long as they have the club's best interests at heart." It has been mentioned so often about the way Man City, PSG and now Newcastle operate, but this is how football, the game, has now gone. Also, we should not forget that Liverpool had a dominant position for many years, as they were the most successful team in England, and when the best players were available, they went to Anfield. Kenny Dalglish, Peter Beardsley, John Barnes all went to Liverpool when they were already a great team, so the opposition would not have been happy about that. If someone comes in and said they want to put billions into the football club, you are not going to say no. And if a buyer comes in, like we see at Man City, Liverpool could suddenly be in a position where they all have the money to buy the best players, and I'm sure all the fans would love it. And yes, that's true, and that's what we want, but we also don't want a state owning Liverpool. That's my only concern, that I want private investors or a consortium or, you know, an individual who has a lot of money owning Liverpool Football Club. And I'm really, really excited and interested in what this next chapter for Liverpool holds, because this Cody Gakpo signing means and shows that Jurgen Klopp still has the ambition, and Liverpool still has the ambition to get back to the top of English and European football. And I think we will sign a midfielder in the January transfer window. We just have to, because we have a lot of midfielders going out in the summer transfer window. We have a lot of midfielders who are injury prone: Curtis Jones, Naby Keita, Thiago, Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's 5 of the 8 or 9 midfielders that Liverpool have who get injured quite regularly nowadays. And also Henderson is like 30 to 33 years old, Thiago is 31. So Liverpool need a midfielder. And according to some Dutch newspaper, Der Telegraph, PSV were forced to sell Cody Gakpo to Liverpool with the knife at their throat. They are saying, due to the financial situation at the club. Of course, that's a metaphor, so not literally. They explain that salary costs at the club ran up considerably in recent years, alongside the depreciations on transfer fees. So those costs now sit at 30 million euros, and combined with an annual deficit of 10 million euros, they need to add around 40 million euros to rectify the problem. So they need to sell at least one or maybe more players to get a 40 million euro in from player sales each season to just break even. And of course, another big problem was for PSV that they missed out on Champions League qualification. They failed in the qualifiers. So that means that they have to recoup that money from somewhere else. And this has led to the sale of Cody Gakpo to Liverpool. And the sale was done because of financial housekeeping at PSV Eindhoven. Eindhoven's Dug Blood journalist Rick Elfrink adds that it has gone surprisingly fast, although they have been working on it for several weeks. The deal is 50 million euros or something above. It was mainly about PSV getting a quick and big first payment. And PSV are satisfied because of the Antony deal. The image was created that this kind of player could easily leave for 70-80 million euros, but that is not entirely realistic. Not all clubs overpay for players massively like Manchester United do. So I think this has been a really good deal for Liverpool. And thanks for watching, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a lovely day. See you later. Goodbye.